Hello, I'm Pastor Murphy with Help Along the Way. And today we begin right where transformation often begins. Not in a crowd, not in a crisis, but in a quiet moment when heaven interrupts. We're discovering the social teachings of the church with a unit entitled Fulfilling Our Obligations to Our Neighbors. This series topic is Welcoming Others in Christ. God will sometimes confront what you've always practiced in order to reveal what He has always proposed. Picture Peter the Apostle coming out of Acts. He's not doing anything wrong. He's praying, he's faithful, disciplined, consistent. About the 6th hour, midday, he goes to the rooftop. And while he's waiting on lunch, God serves him a vision. A sheet descends, not neat, not categorized, not separated. All kinds of animals, clean and unclean, mixed together. Then comes the command: rise, Peter, kill and eat. Now feel the tension. Peter has spent his entire life honoring the dietary laws rooted in Leviticus. This isn't just preference, it's identity. This is obedience. This is faithfulness. So Peter responds, not so, Lord. And right there, don't miss it, you have a contradiction. Lord, but not so. The word common or unclean carries the idea of something defiled. It's outside, unacceptable. But God says, what I have cleansed, do not call common. In other words, Peter, your categories are outdated. This is not about food, laws being casually dismissed. This is about a new covenant reality breaking into this old framework. God is preparing Peter not for a meal, but for a meeting. Imagine a grandmother who has cooked the same way for over 50 years. The same recipes, the same ingredients, the same rules. One day her grandchild comes home with new dietary needs, something that she's never had to deal with before. At first, there is that resistance. This isn't how we do things. But then love begins to stretch her. She learns new ingredients, new methods, new ways. Why is this? Because the relationship mattered more than the routine. That's what God is doing with Peter. He's saying, Peter, I'm about to bring people into your life who don't fit your categories. And you'll need to choose relationship over ritual. There was a man who walked into a church. His past was messy. His appearance doesn't quite fit. His story would make some people very uncomfortable. Some glance, some whisper, some wonder. But one person walks up and extends his hand and says, welcome. We're glad you're here. Now here's the question. Who in that moment reflected the heart of God? Because Acts chapter 10 is not just about what Peter saw, it's how Peter would receive someone he never expected to sit beside. Look at your phone. Look at your contacts, your circle, your regular conversations. Now imagine God scrolling through the list and saying, I want you to add someone. And you respond, not that person, Lord. Different background, different lifestyle, different worldview. But God gently says, if I've reached for them, why haven't you? Let's bring this home carefully and really honestly. Where has tradition become more sacred than transformation? Where have we confused familiarity with faithfulness? Who have we quietly categorized as not like us? Because here's the truth. We don't always reject people loudly. Sometimes we reject them quietly, with distance, with silence, with hesitation. And God is saying, still, do not call common what I have cleansed. Peter doesn't fully understand yet, but there was something shifted when he received the vision. The vision repeats 3 times. We ask why, because some lessons don't break through on the first hearing. But God is patient and He is persistent. Imagine setting your dinner table, your plates and glasses and silverware, but you intentionally leave one chair empty, not because no one is coming, but because you've already decided who doesn't belong. Now imagine Christ walking in, pulling out that chair and saying, I've invited them. Before God changes who sits at your table, He will change how you see the table. This is Pastor Murphy, Help Along the Way, reminding you when heaven interrupts, it's not to disturb your peace, it's to expand your purpose. Join me next time. We talk about divine appointments across boundaries. God bless you. We'll see you next time.